Hello everybody and welcome to the game. I'm MTG Strategist, streaming live for the first time ever. Very exciting, kind of nervous. I'm expecting to mess up quite a few things, but hopefully yeah, we get through this together. I'm going to stay positive about it. Today we're playing Bullies. It's a deck I posted this morning on my blog, mtgstrategist.com. If you want to take a minute, pull that deck up, and then you can participate in this game. Give me your advice. Tell me if I'm messing it up. If you see a way out that I haven't, I've play tested this quite a bit, but you never know. Everybody's got a good perspective or a new perspective on it. If I'm doing the wrong thing, feel free to let me know. So this is a standard deck, and let's get started. Gonna pull into the queue here. All right, off to a good start. So Bullies is basically a big pile of powerful creatures that have advantages. So there are a lot of creatures that you see, a lot of planeswalkers you see that you don't necessarily want to have on the battlefield against you. So I'm going to keep this. It looks, I mean, it's okay, but I can get my Gifted Aetherborn out. It's got some card draw. Vraska's a little early, but Vraska is one of the main closers of this deck. Let's see what our opponent, Jay Perry. Now I can always, there's a lot of different kinds of players. Some of them don't respond in chat, which is fine. I always throw out a good luck or a GL. Let's get this party started. Play my swamp past turn. That's good. So let's get our Gifted Aetherborn out there. Start threatening the battlefield early. Gifted Aetherborn is a remarkable 2-drop. Death Touch Lifelink slows down opponents who want to come at you quick and fast. So looks like we're looking at some dinosaurs. So let's get a second Gifted Aetherborn out there and swing in with our first. I like this deck because it's mean early in the game. It puts a lot of threats out there. I got to play tested against a lot of aggro decks, which that's a good indicator of whether or not it can survive in standard. Of course, you hit control heavy decks. I don't think anyone really enjoys playing against control heavy decks. Or that might be your thing. That just might be your thing. Okay, so here's my little addition to this is Journey to Eternity. So I'm gonna pop this guy on here, and now what Journey to Eternity does is if that creature dies, it'll return to the battlefield. So now he's basically a double blocker. I'm gonna swing in again with my other Gifted Aetherborn and leave back one of them as a blocker. The life link on this is great. It kind of emboldens you to attack more and more often. Alright, so far so good. So we're 2 lands away from Vraska hitting the battlefield. Alright, so Field of Ruin here. I always include Field of Ruin in almost every standard deck now. Not just because there's a lot of these, like Journey to Eternity is one of those flip enchantments that when it flips, it turns into a legendary land with all these crazy abilities, which, they're kind of pipe dream abilities, but, if you can make them work, that's awesome. Okay, Hawali. So life gain and creature generation and damage. Okay. All right. So it is interesting. It's almost like a green, white, red version of my deck. It's a Are they gonna swing and get that card draw? Ripjaw Raptor. I bet they hold back. Build forces. Oh, cool. Maybe they need some more cards. Maybe they didn't think I'd sacrifice that, or maybe they didn't read Journey to Eternity. Alright, so now we add 1 mana of any color to mana pool, or return target creature from graveyard to the battlefield. So, from our graveyard, I believe. Yeah, from our graveyard to the battlefield. Alright, we got Vraska's Contempt. Couldn't ask for a better draw on that. We might as well just get rid of that. And yes, and let's keep up. This way we can keep swinging at his face. Alright, we got 2 Gifted Aetherborns that I imagine the next turn we're probably, I'm expecting to see Fumigate or something big like that. Maybe there's even a Second Sun in Approach of the Second Suns in this that isn't that that is another win condition in here. Who knows? But so far it looks like a nice little dinosaur deck with some interesting or no, not fairly standard dinosaur deck, I would call it. Nothing too over the top so far. What I don't see right now is the ramp spells or the ramp creatures for dinosaurs. The Otepic or the other ones that reduce the cost of your dinosaurs. So it has the colors of Zakama, which I'm sure is out there, and there's got to be a way to cheat him in early, or him or her. But either way, Vraska Relic Seeker's coming out next, and we will just continue to beat face, making some big decisions on their side, thinking hard. So just a little history on me. If this is one of your first times, actually, since this is my first stream, this is probably one of the first times you're looking at one of my Twitch videos. Okay, I will take you because I can just bring him right back to the battlefield with my Atzel Cave of Eternity. Lovely turn of events so far. So I got into Magic late in the game, late in life, and didn't especially, I didn't really have access to it when I was younger. Grew up, relatively poor family, not a lot of options, but what happened to me was some friends of mine were playing, and I happened to walk into their game, and it was love at first sight. All right, so we got some choices to make here. So we can bring Glorybringer out. The Atzel Cave of Eternity can tap for any color mana. I can Field of Ruin. They're one of their lands, so they're non-basic lands, and then pull up another mountain and swing in and tap. So I think in the spirit of a beating face, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to Field of Ruin this guy, and I won't be tapping. Let's do one of each. So I plan on swinging with Glorybringer, and this is the beautiful thing about Field of Ruin. When you bring that land in, when you search it out, it comes in untapped, and you can play it immediately. So I will use Glorybringer. Let's see. It doesn't matter. So Glorybringer comes in. So he's going to get another land. That's fine. So I'm just going to swing in with everything but Dust Legion Zealot. I'm not going to kill that one. If he wants to chump block with his Ranging Raptor, he can search out his land. That's fine. And so maybe he wants to ramp into something. He's holding that Fumigate. Let's see what you're up to. Now I never feel bad about losing a game. I get beat down all the time. But one of the things I hate is building a caustic environment in a game. It's just a game, there's no reason to make it personal. You can pull a lot of things from a guy who's really beating you down hard. This guy is. So he pulled up. Okay. I'm okay with that. I got him a hit, and I can bring him back. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, Chupacabra. Oh, I really want a Chupacabra right now. Alright, I'll if we're going to a second game, I don't want to reveal too much, so I'm going to bring him back. Because, yeah, let's just bring him back. Why not, right? He can Savage Stomp me all he wants. I'm just going to keep bringing him back. Decided that card draw was a good deal. And I expect... let's see, what is he digging for? Maybe it's an Atali coming out. He went digging and pulled I think he pulled a forest or a mountain, so maybe some sort of board sweep. I don't know. Okay, so he's got 5 out, or 6 lands. That's enough for a Talia. Maybe that's what he's going for. He's definitely building up to some legendary dinosaur. But, you know, lo and behold, we have Chupacabra sitting there waiting to kill. I mean, unless it's the white elder dinosaur, the Zetalpa, I believe it is, which is, you know, a little bit of everything, indestructible. But so far, so good. I think we've got a strong board presence. I don't see any Field of Ruins out. Okay, there it is. That is Otepec Huntmaster. So he's looking to ramp. I bet it's a Zakama. They're trying to get Zakama out there. And Zakama is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zakama, I believe, is 9. Is a 9 casting cost. So I don't think they're going to get there. I think our next move is to... We're swinging in for 4 this time. So let's bring back Gifted Aetherborn. Let's think about the second game. Well, you know, Zakama is a game changer in a way. When it comes out, it immediately you untap all your lands, so you have an enormous amount of land out. All right, that is an additional cost. Search your library. So he's definitely ramping into Zakama. So, I'm gonna save my Chupacabra just in case. I'm gonna swing in. So we got him on the clock for 2 turns. I will not exert you because, and what's great is we just keep bringing him back, right? Let's see. Return, yeah, graveyard to the battlefield. We can just keep bringing him back no matter how many times he dies. I don't see Field of Ruin out there, so we are good to go. Atzel, Cave of Eternity. So what do they got? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they got enough for Zakama. And Zakama, I believe it can do damage to creatures. It can. It doesn't matter. Zakama doesn't have reach. We'll see if he Savage Stomps something, or destroys everything. Field of, or Hour of Devastation. Whatever. Polyraptor. Okay. Oh, maybe we're playing the Polyraptor deck. Yeah. Okay. You can swing at me all you want, my friend. Oh, okay, so they're gonna multiply themselves. Okay. I dig me some Polyraptor, you know. I'm not a traditional deck builder. I'm a I love jank. So I drink in a lot of these crazy decks that you don't normally see. We don't even have to go fishing for our Glorybringer. It's right there. Yeah. All right, so we have a Polyraptor deck. What do we need? They seem very straightforward. I think we can just run it right back. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it straight back at him. I'll expect to see some more board wipes. Hopefully we can get Journey to Eternity out there. If not, ideally you get this on Ravenous Chupacabra. And Ravenous Chupacabra is that one that you want to bounce. So it dies, it bounces back into the battlefield, and when it enters again, you get to kill whatever creature. I got a whole pack of Chupacabras in here. And the whole idea behind this deck is just having answers, a bunch of different answers. The card draw is embedded in the deck itself. So, Dust Legion Zealot, when it enters, drawing a card. Something that you didn't see out here was the Fleet Poisoner. So, Dire Fleet Poisoner, you flash that in when they're attacking with a big creature. Flashing Death Touch, it's removal, it's creature removal, and it's great. So, Fatal Push for some early removal. Deadeye Tracker is that's actually been kind of an all-star with me. So let's see, so we have 2 lands, Field of Ruin. We can search for the rest. We got a turn 1 Chupacabra. We're gonna keep, because he didn't see Angrath, he didn't see Chupacabra, he didn't see Deadeye Tracker, so I'm okay with that. Alright, well, we got enough for a Chupacabra now. Turn 1 Deadeye Tracker. The response is always, this is probably an Explore deck. It's got a little bit of Explore. It's got Jade Light Ranger in that. And the Explore is strictly for card draw. Great card advantage tool. You need to dig for something. And also Deadeye Tracker if you're playing with the God Pharaoh's Gift or anything that is... Oh, he's got Shaper Sanctuary. Alright. So they're going to have the card draw advantage if we're busting them up every single time. We do have Naturalize in the sideboard, which if we don't make it through this game, it'll come out in the next. Alright. Another lovely hand. Alright, let's just get in. Let's just poke him in the eye. So I think we'll Field of Ruin on the next turn. If we don't draw anything cool. So we'll Field of Ruin. Let's see, they've got green well represented, they got red, so we'll destroy the Sun Petal Grove. Okay, so change of plan. Let's Fatal Push this guy. And oh, they get a card. I forgot about the card draw. Ugh. Doesn't matter. It's just going to happen throughout the whole thing. I think our deck can handle it, though. I just don't want them to ramp. And then I will go ahead and exile 2 cards and I'll put you on top because I like the card draw. So whatever they put out next, well, we'll see. One of the things about ramp decks is they drop these little 1 and 2 drop ramp creatures, and people get real hesitant to blow those creatures up. I'm not that way. I know how ramp works. Like this guy, he's a threat. He's trying to kill me. So okay. Waste that lightning strike. I'm cool with that. So it's Chupacabra time. Why not? I know he draws a card, but we have so much removal, we're okay with this. So one of the funniest games I've ever played with Chupacabra was me and this other guy were just laughing because he Chupacabra'd me, then I Chupacabra'd his Chupacabra, then he Chupacabra'd my Chupacabra, then I Chupacabra. We kept going back and forth. I think one of us played 4 Chupacabras in a row. It was epic silly. So let's destroy unclaimed territory. And pull up our mountain for Angrath. Let's surprise him. So I'm going to get in with Chupacabra. So Angrath, why is he in here? Okay, so have you ever tried to get rid of Aronis and you don't have Vraska's Contempt lying around and Path to Exile isn't in standard? Angrath is one of those few things that can grab it, take control of it, use it to attack, and then it sacrifices it. It's a glorious way to get rid of that. I once got rid of a Hazoret the Fervent because I had a Hazoret the Fervent out. Then I grabbed their Hazoret the Fervent with my Angrath, and then the legendary rule kicks in, and I sacrificed, or I tossed their Hazoret away. Alright, so Angrath, you are coming out. Ooh. Yeah, can't play him. So we're going to make him discard? Yeah, discard. And lose 2 life. Like I said, these are all bullies. That's why this deck is so aptly named Bullies, is because every one of these cards, with maybe the exception of Dust Legion Zealot, who's a sweetheart, is out there in the face of your opponent all the time. And no one's ever happy to see any of them. Let's see, what's he got? 6 lands. Alright, let's see what happens. Still can't cast our Glorybringer just yet. But whatever they throw out there. Oh, okay, so he's going to hit our Angrath. Oh, that's the other reason these Planeswalkers are in there. So, in a fight, you want these guys swinging in at your Planeswalkers. Because they are... It's not damage towards you. It's damage... Basically, it's free. So So let's see what we got here. We can't cast Jade Light. We can exile. We can take control of this guy. Let's see. Yeah, we can take control until end turn, untap it, and then attack in with it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take control of it. We'll Vraska's Contempt this guy up here. Yeah. Gain our 2 life. Oh wait, we can't take control. We'll make him discard. So that Registrar Alpha had to go. It had to go away because let's get in with our Chupacabra. So the Registrar Alpha had to go away because it gives all of the dinosaurs haste. And the last thing we want is for him to cast an Atali Swingers, which lets him exile the top card of everybody's libraries, and then he can cast all of those for free. It's monstrous. Atali is one of my favorite dinosaurs. I think that ability is twisted and beautiful, and whenever it goes off, especially when Otepec is out on the battlefield, you get him out there on turn 5. Oh, so he's gonna take our Angrath, but I think we'll be okay. Like I said, the damage is going to Angrath and not to me. So let's hope for either green or red on any land, forest, or ooh. I don't think I can. So we're gonna take a punch. We'll take 6. Actually, we'll chump block. So he's gonna making a comeback, and don't call it a comeback. But he didn't. I don't think he has any flyers. He didn't present flyers in the first game. So as long as we can dig up a mountain or a root-bound crag or a dragon skull summit. Uh-oh, yeah. I think they'll make a chump blocker. You know what? Yeah, that's a smart move. You wanna get some people on the battlefield. I'm gonna block this guy while I can. He probably has some sort of a lot of burn in his deck, so I don't want to give him a chance to not let me use it as a chump blocker, since that's where I'm going anyway. Let's see. So, choices. Do I Cathartic Reunion? Oh no, we can Chupacabra. So let's Chupacabra. Chupacabra will kill one of the Tramplers. Okay. see, we're stuck here on this. As soon as we get a mountain, I think we'll be able to do something. Okay. Master's coming out. He's got 4 mana untapped, so up to 5. There's a trample, haste, savage stomping. So we're gonna take 7, bringing us down to 14. They'll probably gain life or make another dinosaur. Yeah. Get them out of the danger zone. Smart move. We're probably looking at cathartic. I mean, they got a foothold. It's turn 10. They got their foothold in. Yeah, they got a lot of ramp. Let's see. Okay, so if we Vraska's Contempt, they can do 7, 8, 9 damage. 4, and then we won't be able to block everything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have the answers for this one, but I'm gonna play it out. Just see. I'm not afraid of nothing. And you never know what's going to happen. This one looks bleak. Very, very bleak for me. But, who knows? Okay, so they hit us with 7. That two turns, basically. Okay, I'm gonna do something bold. I'm going to Cathartic Reunion. Get rid of Jade Light and a Glorybringer. And of course we get Summit. Now we have, okay. Sorry, it's funny because this is I almost conceded. So what we're gonna do is they're gonna swing in, right? I'm gonna flash in this Death Touchy guy. I'm gonna take out their 2 main dudes. Let's see what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're basically 1 land away from casting Zakama. So they're gonna hit me for all of it. What can I block? So oh yeah, I can still stay alive for 1 turn. Oh yeah. Yep. Galta. Alright. So let's take a moment and think. What do we need? Well, we definitely need to get our naturalizers in there. Sorcerer's Spyglass. No, I'll just go with naturalize. A couple of them in there. 1 duress just to be mean. We'll go down 1 Glorybringer. And these 2 guys. Actually, we'll go down 1. I don't think this is a good matchup, and we'll keep 1 Journey and 1 duress. Or 2 duress. Okay. There we go. I think that's mean enough. not the fastest hand in the West, but once we're on the play, it's a keeper. I mean, we've got Fatal Push, Deadeye Tracker, Angrath, and basically all the mix. You know, a good start in all the mixings to make something of a play for this game. Play Dragonstall Summit, pass turn. So let's get Dusk Legion Zealot out there and draw a card. Alright. That was a good. I'm actually very happy with that draw. What? Don't tell me you're stuck on one land. Oh, I'm about to Field of Ruin as one land. That's terrible. Wow. Does that mean? I think so. But I'm okay with it. And I get to search out one. It's just... it's an awful thing to do. What do we need? We need a mountain. Let's get that other. Yeah, let's get the mountain. I was thinking about getting the forest for the J-Light Ranger, but we took I think 2 of those out of the deck, sideboard. Alright, we're in good position. No way. This isn't right. I hate this. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Let's get some beaters in there right now and take advantage of his misfortune. That's too bad. Unfortunately, his deck relies on early ramp. Hope you get a land, PJ or J Perry. Okay, got his land, so now he's gonna burn something of mine probably. Which is fine because Angrath is coming out next and he's just going to put 2 damage on his face every single turn. Throw over the mighty, okay. So let's root down Crag. Let's go here. Let's make him discard. That's the hardest thing to do when you're behind on land. It's hard to discard that 4 or 5 drop, especially when it draws you cards. So I think this was a better matchup for me than for him. I got a ton of removal. He did make it through on that second game. I'm glad this went to 3. I'm curious what he sideboarded in. Probably more burn. Probably. So what's our next play? If he swings in at Angrath. I'm okay with that. I will probably Ravenous Chupacabra or something, or Fatal Push, and then we'll see whatever we see. I think this was not a fair matchup. He didn't get his lands early, and that just it's kind of heartbreaking watching. It's like watching someone get beat up in front of you, and you're the one. You look around, you realize you're the one beating him up. And Jay Perry's got 2 minutes left on the clock as well. He might just let his time run out. Okay, so he's abrading my Death Toucher. Alright. So I got many Fatal Pushes. I wonder if he put Blossoming Defense in there. I'll Fatal Push this creature to see if he has any Blossoming Defense going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Oh, Forerunner. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. Oh yeah, I like you. All right, and I'll get in for. Yeah, I wasn't completing sentences there. I was gonna go ahead and explore with my Deadeye tracker. That was what the words I was attempting to get out. So how far are we away from ultimate? Number of cards in your graveyard. Okay, that might be a finisher. Okay. But whatever he has, we can gain control of it like this guy. We can gain control of him, swing in. Because what's beautiful about this is it's converting mana cost. So we have lethal? No. But let's go and grab him. I like you. And I get the pause of, oh dang. Oh no. Whenever it attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, which it will be, you gain 2 life. Yes. Okay, so let's get our Gifted Aetherborn out there and watch the magic happen as Angrath sacrifices Deathgorge Scavenger. And that's game. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. I was a little nervous in my first stream ever, but I appreciate you watching this. This, of course, will be uploaded to YouTube a little bit later. I love this game. I love talking about this game. I don't want Patreon dollars and I don't want ad money. All I want to do is play this game and talk about playing this game. So you follow me on Twitter, Facebook. It's mtgstrategist.com is my blog. If you want to have a deck idea you want to run over, feel free to post it on there. I have a page for that. I deck build for Chuckwagon MTG. He has a great channel of pack cracking. He likes to pull up some interesting packs and crack those, and also deck techs and gameplay. But yeah, look him up and you can find me through him. But thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your time, and this is MTG Strategist logging out.